Morning and welcome to the Tradinformed Live Trading Model live stream. Today we are testing out a brand new version of our Excel live trading model, and we're using a different platform today. And so with me to, as usual, to describe the changes that we've made since last week and introduce the new platform is Ren Vallo. How are you doing today, Ren?
Hey, good morning, Mark. Doing well. Yep, I'm excited to share our new enhancements and supporting a new platform today and new data stream. So,
Mm.
um, very excited about it. Yeah, and I also love the fact that it's free.
Yes. So yeah, it's exciting, isn't it? So
It is.
I'll say people, you may see in the top left hand corner we've got a new platform there. It is traditionally up until now been Rhythmic R Trader Pro, but today we are demonstrating MetaTrader 5 MT5, which is a very widely available platform. It's used by many brokers worldwide,
Yep.
and we have, or Ren I should say, has configured our model that we have been demonstrating each week to model is the same, but behind the scenes we are now streaming data from MetaTrader 5. And do you want to say a bit more about that, Ren?
Sure. Yeah, it was a good exercise. We still love Rhythmic's speed and availability for data. If you're wanting to buy data from Rhythmic, they're still a good choice. But I was doing some research and found MetaTrader 5 had the ability to build an API interface to it. So worked on that, and then they offer, like Mark said, they offer worldwide service. So it's a really good platform, and my brokerage and many others support it. So I thought, why not give it a try? Hadn't really spent any time, and as soon as I did, I was pleasantly surprised to see how well it works. I would say it's working as well as Rhythmic. The latency seems pretty low, and they also offer virtual private servers as well. Mark, I don't know, you and I hadn't really talked much about it, but they do offer that just like Rhythmic. If you want to be closer to the exchanges, you can do it. So they pretty much offer all the same things, and very excited that this is available to us. And so it was a good exercise also for those other people who would be interested in connecting to another platform. This is a great example of how it can be done. So we've done it and it's working, and excited to show it off today.
Yeah, exactly. And we will be, it's not available at the moment as of today, August 23rd, but we will be uploading a version of this quite soon.
Yep.
And yeah, there's loads of cool things in this. In particular, what you said, Ren, it was a very smooth transition from Rhythmic, which we've relied upon so far, to MetaTrader 5. And if you're at all familiar with either MT5 or MT4, you can see the usual screen showing up there in the top left of your screen. And what I'm showing here is the 5 minute chart, and today we're actually using the Euro US dollar. MetaTrader 5, as I'm sure many of you know, was traditionally developed out as a forex platform. It now supports all sorts of different markets, stocks, ETFs, futures even, I believe, and it just
Yep.
depends on the broker. So the broker can send forward any price data that they want to stream out of into the software. So I'm showing the 5 minute chart, and you will remember if you've seen these before that I often use a slightly higher time frame chart to have a look at the trend. So Euro US dollar, by far the biggest and most widely traded forex market. It has been in the news recently because it has made,
Guys,
I don't know if it's all-time lows, but it's I believe the lowest price for
the
maybe
lowest I remember. Yeah.
multiple decades or something like
Mhm.
that. Euros at the weakest point compared to the US dollar. So it's been in the news. There will be no doubt a lot of trading. It's a very small spread, so which is good because you're paying lower cost of trading, and
Yep.
that is a key factor. It does tend to trend, and it also tends to mean revert. It's got quite nice patterns, and so it is a good market to demonstrate what we're doing here today. So top left of your screen, you can see the Euro US dollar on the 5 minute chart. Now what we're doing bottom left is demonstrating the Excel trading model, and you can use this to backtest your strategies. First of all, even develop new strategies, backtest them, and then trade them live in the financial markets. And this version uses MetaTrader 5. It plugs straight in, it pulls data in, and it fires off the trades, open and closes them as required. I'm going to talk about the strategies briefly this morning. Ren, we normally have two strategies. Traditionally, we've had two strategies, and I'm back to strategy one today.
Okay, yeah. We're
Which
back on
is,
strategy one. We had good luck with strategy two last week. It was a 4 out of 4 winner,
yeah,
100%.
if you haven't seen that, check out last week's video. We had a four, as Ren said, 4 out of 4, 100% win rate last week using a different strategy, a mean reverting strategy. We had that for a particular purpose, and it doesn't apply quite so much with the euro US dollar. We were using that because in those opening 5, 10, 15 minutes of the trading day, that is the New York trading day, 9:30 a.m. Eastern, you get a lot of volatility. So we were just entering when we'd had a number of consecutive down bars, and we would enter against that and look for a mean reversion. Today, what we're doing is strategy one. And strategy one is a momentum style strategy that uses it uses an exponential moving average entry system to get into the trends. So a couple of things that I have set up here. I've moved back onto the ATR based positioning system. I've always liked that with Forex
Yes.
systems. It's certainly not necessary, but I do tend to like it. So we've gone to 3 ATR, both the profit target and the stop loss. So that will adjust for volatility. It will adjust for the absolute value of the market. So ATR is a nice way to go for Forex trading. We're trading on the 5-second time frame, so we're going to get lots of trades, and we'll show you some of those in a moment. We're using strategy one, and I will zoom in. I appreciate it's not very large. And I apologize if you're not getting good quality on some of these images. If we don't resolve it this week, we will definitely resolve it for next week. But I'm just zooming in here just to show you that using a simple Excel checkbox, we have strategy one selected.
Yep.
One thing I'm doing, Ren, is I'm using the long filter.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So talk about that. Yeah.
It's very, very simple. Because this spreadsheet, for historical reasons, we're only using long trades, and that was because we've just been trading we've been trading stocks or index futures. We've only been using long trades, so we've got this long filter, which means that it's using a longer EMA. We're using a 20-period EMA here, and we're only taking trades when the price is above 20-period EMA. So there we go.
Well,
If the market tends to fall, it should keep us out. And we are using an exit condition here, which is to exit after 10 consecutive bars. And we can have a look at that again a little bit later in the stream.
Now, we're still using a profit target and a stop loss as well, right?
Correct, yes. I'm using 3 and 3. So that's 3 times the ATR profit target and 3 times the ATR for the stop loss. So we're getting a nice equity curve here. Reminder, we're on the 5-second time frame. We're not recommending this time frame, but we're just here to demonstrate it. We're going to get some quick trades, and we've got a nicely sloping capital graph, which is always nice to see.
Yeah, that's a really nice P&L graph. It's one of the better ones. We don't usually see that on the NASDAQ. It's never that pretty.
Well, it can be overnight, but yeah, during the active hours, which we're entering now, we're almost at the opening bell. We've got a couple of minutes to go here, and
Yes.
sloping nicely upwards. We've got a 63% percentage of winning trades, and let's go over to the back test and we can see what's going on here and compare the differences to the rhythmic version. First of all, we're trading on a slightly faster time frame than we have been historically, and there we go. So we're on to 5 seconds. The reason we're doing that is so that we get more trades to make it more interesting. It is by no means a recommendation, but it will mean we get lots and lots of trades.
Right. Yeah, it's more for demonstration purposes, but it seems to work very well some mornings.
It certainly does. It certainly does. So you can see here we're streaming in the time data here, the price data, and it's updating every 5 seconds. You can see this. It'll bring in a new bar. It just did it then. I'll zoom in slightly again because I appreciate. I'm looking here at the bottom left hand of the video. You can see here every 5 seconds we have a new bar of data imported directly from MetaTrader 5.
Yep.
Okay, I'll
Yeah,
zoom out
it's
again. So because I've been doing this, I haven't actually looked at what the stock markets are doing this morning. Ren, are you up on that? Do you know where
yeah.
we
So
are?
things are pretty flat this morning after a big down day yesterday. We had a
Yeah,
big decline yesterday morning, and since then it's been kind of just back and forth right at the break even line. So
yeah,
markets are just flat at the moment. But I suspect that morning bell excitement. I don't know if it's going to affect the euro USD pair, but I'll
yeah.
be curious to see what happens in the forex markets.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, often they tend to be a little bit quieter, volatility wise.
Yeah.
The It looks like the euro may be mean reverting a bit after this historic decline. Just go back up
Yes.
to the top left. Actually, we are getting a bit of a bump. So
There we go for the opening bells
there we
to
go,
see if
opening bell.
they.
So we have got money flooding into the stock market. Will that affect the exchange rate markets? Well, we'll see. No great excitement so far. So
Yeah,
what?
I would. This would be. I don't know if it's a really good time to travel to Europe. It looks like having the euro at parity with the dollar is pretty impressive.
Yes, yeah. So people who are operating in a US dollar environment, you should be traveling all over the place, importing stuff like there's no tomorrow because you have got great value. Let's look at that.
Well, I just had a friend come back and got me some really really good Earl Grey tea. So
Ah, nice, nice.
I need to make a trip and stock up.
Yeah, that's a good idea. It's a shockingly fast decline, isn't it?
It is.
Um, we all
Wow.
know geopolitical events. The invasion of Ukraine
Yep.
has had a big effect on the euro. I must admit, I didn't quite appreciate the scale of that decline. So we went from 114 down to below parity. So
Well,
that
yeah, not
is,
too long ago it was a 120. So last time I was in Europe, it was like 120. I think
yeah,
it was.
that
Yeah.
is a huge move. There we are. Yeah, we can see 120 back in just last
Yeah.
year. So
Yes.
1 year ago, just over one
Huge.
year ago, we were there. But woof. So we got a nice, solid downtrend, but that doesn't matter because today we are trading on the 5 second time frame. So we get all sorts of different trends appearing on that.
Right.
Clearly, the daily trend is downwards.
Yep. Yeah. So we take the daily and we're looking at that and saying, okay, what's happening in this 5 second time frame is a totally different trend than what we see on the daily.
Oh, yeah, it could be completely the opposite. So if I go down to, let's go down to the 1 hour, and I'm going to zoom
Mhm.
in slightly here. Again, we're looking at the chart on the top left. The one tiny candle right here. I'll go in as closely as I can. One tiny candle is showing a couple of pips up, and that is what we are trading today. So,
So Mark, I want to say something that I really like about the MetaTrader 5
mm,
platform that we didn't have with Rhythmic. Now, in Rhythmic, if you were to adjust your charts in Rhythmic, that would actually impact the trading frequency, like inside of our Excel spreadsheet. So if you change the time frame inside your chart from like 1 minute or 30 seconds to like 30 minutes to take a look at something, that would actually change the frequency of data coming into the spreadsheets. With MetaTrader, since the interface is separate, you can look at whatever charts and change the timeframes however you like without impacting the trading in the background. So it will continue to trade and stream the data out of MetaTrader, no matter what you're doing with the charts over here. So you can put indicators on it. It won't change anything with the data stream. So that's one nice thing about it.
yeah, yeah. Thanks for reminding me. I was just blithely going about this, but you're absolutely right, Ren. The MetaTrader 5, just works differently. So we're streaming
Mhm.
the data independent of the chart that we are viewing, which is very useful. So gives us more flexibility, and so far we really like the interface and the way MetaTrader 5 MetaTrader allows you to get the data into the spreadsheet. So we have a
Yes.
question here from Santok. Any setup for the NSE in India? Well, as far as I'm aware, you should be able to get
Yes,
many Indian brokers that offer
they do.
offer MetaTrader.
Yes, this one is available in India. Yeah, for absolutely. And so the data stream should be the brokerage is like Mark was saying, may offer different types of data, different exchanges. But I think you can purchase also, like if you wanted to stream like the NASDAQ futures, you could.
Mm.
So,
Yeah, so we're just streaming the free data here. So we've got spot forex prices. We've got a couple of ETFs, but that is CFD data. But it depends on the broker. So I would strongly expect that many brokers in India have MT5 and they will offer local stocks, local ETFs,
mhm.
and markets that you want to trade.
Yeah, and I think they all pretty much across the world, they all, the Forex is the one thing that they offer across the board for everybody.
Yeah,
That's what it seems like.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so that's the key thing. That this will appeal to forex traders particularly because it is such a good platform. It was originally designed for forex traders, but if you're not a forex trader, I would not dismiss it either because it's got a lot of advantages. It's quite lightweight. The way that the data plugs into Excel is lightweight as well, so it should work
Yes.
quite quickly. And depending on your broker, so if you're in the US and your broker offers MetaTrader 5, just check it out, download it, have a look, and see what you think about it because it is we've been very impressed.
Absolutely. I'm really impressed. I was really happy to see, and the tools are available for all. You can trade forex or stocks, and all the tools are available. So it's very useful.
Mm. Yeah. So great. So let's go back to I'm going to go back to the bottom left here. Thanks for the question, Santok. Good question. I'm going to zoom in here to bottom left hand corner to just have a look at the equity graph today, and we are heading nicely upwards.
Yeah, this strategy one is really doing it for us today. We're
Yeah, well, if we get good success on this in these forex markets, we will definitely return to them. So we're totally agnostic as to the best markets. We just want to see the markets that perform the best in with the strategies we're
right.
trading. So
So, Mark, go
go on,
ahead.
Ren.
Sorry. I was going to say I would like to see if you could show us some of the back testing trading that as it's happening, a little bit of that happening in the on that tab, so we could
Yeah,
see the trades we're taking.
yep. So I'm going to come out of the what we call the results tab. You can see here we've got all our options here. We've got our capital graph. I'm going to go here onto the back test. This is just another way of viewing what is going on, and I'm going to scroll back up here to roughly where we started 20 minutes ago, and let me have a look. So this would when was the first trade? So we've had a succession of winning trades. Let's see. So that was a win. Well, this could be is this going to be another 100%
It,
win
it, it looks
rate
like another
day?
100%er for us.
Yeah, well, it seems like I'm just making that up, but I'm absolutely not. We have taken a succession of trades, and I'm going to just zoom in so you can see a little bit more clearly what is going on. So, Ren, this is a brand new interface here. So
Yep.
it looks a little bit different. So I've just increased the size here, and you can see this is the price data streaming in over here on the left. If you can see my cursor, we're calculating. I'm just going to scroll over a little bit more. 2 EMAs, in fact 3 EMAs here, and we're using 2. The shorter 2 EMAs is our entry signal, so we have a crossover of the shorter, absolute classic crossover of the shorter EMA above the longer one to give our entry signal, and we have a further EMA as acting as our filter.
And
But
so one thing I want to mention, Mark, for this and why I wanted to show this is that for a lot of the algo tradings that you might see out there that are available, it's kind of like a black box. It's
mm,
coded in whatever the language is. Even MT5 has its own coding language for automated trading. And
mm,
here with using the Excel model, it's back test and forward testing. So it's not a black box. You can actually look in there and see why it took the trade, how it took the trade, and you can see the indicators all there. So it's a different way to conceptualize how the automated trading works. So I
mm.
think that that's the biggest advantage of using one of the biggest advantages of using Excel, and everyone's kind of familiar with Excel. So it's something you can understand and see how it's the inner workings of it as it's working.
Yeah, yeah. Well, great point, Ren. Yeah, so we're using a normal Excel spreadsheet. You can do all your normal Excel formulas. You can use if statements, and you can use everything that is built into Excel. And if it looks like a normal Excel spreadsheet, it's because that's exactly what it is. And what we've done is just make it easier for you to use, to make it easier for you to develop strategies, to backtest, and then finally, like we're demonstrating today, to actually enter and exit trades in the live markets. So like we said at the start, we're using a demo account to test this. We're doing it on the 5 second time frame because it gets us lots of trades. It makes for an exciting live stream. Now I'm going to check. This is happening so fast, I'm really not able to keep up. So I'm just going to zoom in again, and I'm going to demonstrate what's going on. This is absolutely live prices. I'm not doing anything to do with the prices. So we're currently sitting in a winning trade, but that's closed. So we'll see how that goes. All the closed trades you can just scroll up. So that's a winning trade. Anything above zero is a winning trade. Another one there that hit the profit target very quickly. Another one there.
I think I'll be switching over to Forex.
Yeah. So yeah, this is on the 5 second time frame, and it's obviously, yeah, I've got another one there. So we can actually see that being shown here in our capital graph, which since we started the live stream is going upwards in the right direction. So we
Yeah,
have had lots and lots of winning trades, just demonstrating what you can do. So once you have your strategy programmed in and you have it tested and it's just the way that you want it, you can let Excel do the work and enter and exit the trades for you. You can use whatever time frame you like. So if you want to
yes.
trade on the daily, no problem at all. You want to trade on the 5 minute or the 30 minute, you can do that as well in Excel. And so there we go. So we're getting a good run of trades this morning, Ren.
Yeah, it looks really good. I'm impressed. I think the Forex market's more active than the NASDAQ was. It's
It's yeah. It's probably not as volatile, that's for sure. So I'll scroll here. So we've got a visualization here, and I will scroll in again. And now I'm looking at the bottom left-hand corner. I'm just going to scroll into this chart. Gives us a visualization of the closing prices over the last couple of, well, probably only the last hour or so on the
right.
5 second time frame.
So what's our
And
win rate for the whole hour? Taking the pre-market stuff that we were looking at.
yeah,
How are we doing?
so we're up to 68% winning trades here. We've got
That's
25. I didn't take a note of how many losing trades we had at the start, so we'll have to go back and check that. But we've had two break-even trades over the whole time of this 1,000 bars of data. We've had 10 losing trades, and we have had 25 winning trades.
that's really impressive.
Great.
Yeah, that's really good.
Absolutely great. And the win rate is improving. And I think if we go back on here, we can see why. We have had a big candle here. So that is signaling US dollar weakness and or euro strength. And so that may be giving the S&P, the Nasdaq a little boost actually. In fact, Ren, I could change over to have a look at if we've got any live prices for the SPY here. Let's see if
Yeah,
I see
that'd be
if I
fun to look at.
So that no, that's yesterday. So that's not updating currently. So yeah, well, I'm still fairly new to this myself. I'll have to find out the best way to view stocks, but for Forex, it's working beautifully well. So maybe we don't even need stocks anymore. We're done
Yeah,
with
we
them.
don't need it at the moment. Yeah, that's for sure. And I do have, they offer in the US the S&P 500 futures for free as part of it. They give you all the Forex and then just the S&P 500 futures.
Yeah, it depends on the broker. So
Yeah.
wherever you're based, find a broker that has got the markets that you want to trade. It's as simple as
Yes.
that. Lots of them offer MetaTrader 5, so just have a look around.
Yeah, so I contacted my broker that I'm using. They offer all the forex for free and the S&P futures for free. They said that they would, if I wanted to do like stocks and ETFs with MetaTrader 5, I would just have to pay for the data stream. That they would offer it, but so even if your broker doesn't offer for free, some of them will offer a market that they don't offer for free if you pay.
Mm,
And it was $10, so they're like $10 a month, and then we can offer whatever exchange you want to put on there. So
fantastic.
it wasn't bad at all.
Mm,
So that was kind of cool. So it
yeah,
was good to find out.
yeah, yeah, fantastic. So even if they don't advertise it, your broker may indeed offer this anyway.
Yeah, for
So
small.
yeah, nice trend here on the nice candle, I should say, on the hourly time frame, and lots of not. Oh, we're having a nice spike there as well. So bit of mean reversion going on here. Let's let's go on back onto the daily time frame. Yeah, we're putting in a possibly a low candle here.
Yeah,
Possibly the makings of a. I'm getting ahead of myself. Maybe we'll see a bullish engulfing pattern. Who knows? Maybe signal an end to this latest trend, but that is on the daily time frame, and that's not what we're interested in at the moment.
Mark, I was thinking. I don't think I'm thinking this might be the first time since the inception of the euro. Because back when it first started, we were the dollar and euro were parity, and
Mm.
then the euro went up in strength. And this might be the first time since then that we're back to parity. So it's been like how many years? It's been many years, right?
Yeah, 20
Over 20 years.
years. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was around 2000, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, a big moment. So great for forex traders to get some good strong trends. Um, that's what the main thing we're interested in today. So we've got some good strong trends, but on the shorter time frames, the intraday time frames, there's always good. Trends. So Ben, I think stocks etc. are delayed. Well, they probably are. We're only looking at the demo data here. I'm not sure how live it is. I expect the forex data is pretty up to date, but if you're getting it through your broker and it is a live feed,
Yes. Then
obviously
it's gonna.
that's what you need before you can do any live trading.
Yeah.
Khalid, amazing, impressive. Best way to trade without the complicated stuff. Well done, Mark. Congratulations. Well done, Ren, as well. But thank you very much for that, Khalid. Great to have you here.
Well, thank you.
Um, yeah, it is looking really good today. So we're going to continue to do this, and we hope to get a version of this available for testing soon. So we're going to end a little bit earlier today. So anybody else that's got any questions or comments, please pop them in the chat box there, and Ren and I would be happy to respond there. It's kind of
Absolutely. Yeah. Feel free
it's
to ask questions. Thank you for your questions too. It's very helpful. Things that we don't think about, and then we can let you know. But
yeah
this interface that we developed with MetaTrader 5 will be available very, very soon. We're just still, right now it's kind of a manual install, so we just want to clean that up so it's a little bit easier to put it into your
mm.
computer. But yeah, it's
Yeah. This
almost
is so new. We've only had this for a few days, so
yeah.
we're just experimenting it with it ourselves. But we will have it available soon. So we've had one losing trade this morning. I've just seen. So I'm going to go back
Okay.
here and just point out where you can see that occurs. There we go. In fact, maybe that means two. Yeah, we've had two
Two.
losing trades. We had a small losing trade there, and a couple of bars above, we had a slightly larger losing trade. But that's part of the game. We've had loads and loads of trades this morning, and the capital is still moving in the right direction.
Yeah, the P&L chart looks really nice. The comparison between the market itself looks pretty good too, but
It
the P&L chart looks
does
very
actually.
smooth. It's
It
a nice
does.
curve to it.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think it's one of our best ever for just a straight up, nice curve,
Mm.
reasonable. We're just making money slowly.
Yeah.
It's printing money again.
Yeah, printing money, that's what we want. That's a joke. We're just demonstrating here today, but that's obviously what we want to achieve long term. Usually, probably a bit slower than this, but it's demonstrating it very, very nicely. Strategy one is a momentum strategy. This spreadsheet will be available soon. We're just working on the finer details. It's a slightly different background process which Ren has been busy on. So
Yes.
there is a little bit of work that we need to do to tidy it up, but the advantage is, as Ren said, that you can download MetaTrader 5. You don't have to mess about with Rhythmic and their strict limits. You can download MetaTrader 5 from, I would assume, hundreds of brokers all over the
Yeah.
world. So it's very, very easy, or it will be very easy to test.
Yeah, and now the Rhythmic version is available on the website today. And if you wanted to sign up for free data for 2 weeks, Rhythmic will give you that. They'll give you the free data, and they don't sell anything to you, so it's not like a risk they're going to bug you.
Mm,
But yeah, that's available, so you can use it. We've got that one out there. This is just a different way to connect to the data and through a
yeah.
different vendor. So yeah,
Yeah, what we're aiming to do is have the bit that you see, the bit that you control in terms of developing the important stuff, developing the trading strategy, backtesting it, optimizing it. All those things are done in Excel in an easy to understand environment, and the background stuff will be handled
right.
through the broker of eventually through the broker of your choice. But at the moment, we've got the Rhythmic and now the MetaTrader 5 version.
And I'm guessing that interactive brokers is going to be very, very easy to connect to as well. Um,
Yes.
the one that looked a little bit tricky, I did look at TD Ameritrade for people in the US who use that company. Their connection to data, they're very kind of restrictive on their data exporting, but it looks like it could be possible if they're willing to work with us. But Interactive Broker has a very similar interface to MetaTrader 5, so I think that would be a very quick and easy transition as well. So some of the brokerages that offer data to their clients that we can connect very easily.
Mm. Yeah, so great. So progress, like you say, just to confirm that, it looks like Interactive Brokers will be one of the next on the hit list. Many people have contacted us about
Yes.
that, so that is high on our list.
Yep.
And TD Ameritrade, people have contacted us about that as well. Suggests
Yes.
maybe there's a bit more work to be done, but again, it's on our horizon at least.
Yes. Yes, it is. Yep.
I'm going to go back here and just focus in on these results here. It looks like we've lost a losing trade. Well, we haven't lost one, of course. All that's happened is it's dropped off the back end. So we have a constantly scrolling series of data here. We're only testing the last 1,000 bars worth of data. So if a winning or a losing trade drops off the back, then it's just going to update here. This is
Right.
really the interface that you will use when you are actually in the live trading environment or the testing trading environment like we are today. When you're in the back test environment, it will work differently because you'll have a fixed data set, almost certainly a larger data set, and you'll be able to work with that in a different way.
Yes. Yeah. And you can download historical data from your brokerage firm as well. So in using MetaTrader 5, I did a little research on that. We can download historical data from them as well. So we can get back if you need 10,000 bars of data, you can download it, which is nice.
Yeah, that's right. And that's exactly what you need for backtesting. You need a larger sample size. So if we
Mhm.
can get that and automate that into this model, all the better as well. So Khalid,
Yep.
yeah, thank you very much. Really appreciate your comment there. Just saying, Rennie was just saying how brilliant this looks. So thank you, Khalid.
Thank you. Yeah.
So yeah, so we're going to be finishing off the live stream. We've had a really good run of trades here.
Yes.
I'm gonna have one more look here because I can't help myself to see. See, I'm
Oh,
just gonna scroll down here. It may look like I'm going fast, and it's because the data is moving so quickly. You see that number there? That's
yep.
showing a very small loss. We've got a larger win there. Got a medium-sized loss. Got a large win, a large-ish loss, and then win. So all of these are going into our stats. We had a break-even trade there. That can happen, especially on the 5 second time frame. It's probably not
Yep.
uncommon, in fact. Some more winning trades as well. So these are all ones that have taken place during this live stream.
I'm very excited. Anything above 60 some percent is really exciting in my mind.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah.
It is.
So 63% over the here and higher during the session that we've been trading in today.
All right, Mark. Well, I have a bit of a hard stop for us today, so I'm going to say goodbye here soon.
Yeah,
And
we're going to finish it. We're finishing off a little bit earlier today, but I think we proved our point. We're going to be back again next week, and
yep.
oh, we can't go next week. Apologies.
Oh,
That's going to be
are you
my
going to?
fault. I'm on vacation next week, so we're going to reconvene in 2 weeks' time, and we will
Well, by the
be.
time we reconvene, I'll have some sort of like GUI interface that we can install this and offer it out on the website so that people can try it out.
Yeah,
So,
fabulous. Yeah.
yeah. So by the time we regroup, we'll have you guys set up on the website so you can try either Rhythmic or MetaTrader 5 and see what you think.
Yeah, if you're not already, sign up to stay onto the email list so you'll keep
Yep.
updated. As soon as we've got something new and exciting to share with you, we will drop you an email. In the meantime, get on the email list so you know what is going on. You don't miss anything. And we're looking forward to sharing this with you and doing more live streams going forward.
All right.
So
Thank you,
we're
Mark.
going to wrap it up today. Yeah, thanks, Ren. Thanks for this great new interface you've been working on.
Yep. It's my pleasure.
Yeah, and thanks, Ben. Thank you for the comment. Really appreciate it, and look forward to seeing you all very soon on the next live stream.
We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Okay, all right.
Take care.
Bye bye.